the kind of accommodation we give is really executive suites that are spacious, have got spacious bathrooms. One of the tour guides who came here to do what we call a farm trip once said that, he can play football in our bathroom. So that's how spacious they are. And I think it gives us, that belief in the product that we have and the product that is actually going to be there for the people. Yeah.
In the heart of Africa, where the majestic Mufumbira Mountains meet the rolling hills of Kisoro district, lies a hidden gem, Imbogo Safari Lodge. This enchanting region, nestled in southwestern Uganda, is home to some of Africa's most incredible natural wonders. From the endangered mountain gorillas to the elusive golden monkeys, the region's lush forests and mountains are teeming with life. And with the deepest lake in Uganda, Lake Bunyonyi, and numerous crater lakes, the region's beauty is simply breathtaking. Lake Mutanda, a tranquil oasis, offers a relaxing getaway from the hustle and bustle of city life. Enjoy a leisurely canoe ride, kayak across the lake, or take a sunset boat cruise to Gahiza Island. Gahiza Island, a hidden gem on the lake with an exciting history, offers stunning views and a chance to relax in nature's embrace. And after a day of exploration, return to Imbogo Safari Lodge, your home away from home, where comfort and luxury await. Join us at Imbogo Safari Lodge, where nature, culture, and adventure come together in perfect harmony. Experience the beauty of Lake Mutanda, the tranquility of Gahiza Island, and the warmth of Ugandan hospitality.
My name is Semagulumale Patrick, and I'm the operations manager here at Imbogo Safari Lodge. Maybe let me officially use this opportunity to welcome you in a Rufumbira version, Urakazaneza. That means thank you for coming. We are here at the beautiful Imbogo Safari Lodge, and we are situated in southwestern Uganda at Inshora village in Nyarushiza sub-county in Kisoro district. We are located and neighbored by rolling hills of Kisoro. And then on the other side, as we shall see, we have the beautiful Virunga volcanoes, also known as the Mufumbiro ranges. Those two names, why are they referred to as the Virunga at the same time the Mufumbiro? Virunga is on the other side of Rwanda. Actually, it's an English version of the Virunga. Virunga simply means mountains. It's a Kinyarwanda version. Then when you come here to Uganda, they are referred to as the Mufumbiro ranges simply because they were seen originally as the cooking mountains, given the volcanic tendencies of producing fire, the smoke. So the local people used to call them the cooking mountains. That's where the name Mufumbiro ranges originates. And that's where the Bafumbiras also originate. Maybe when you walk in here at Imbogo, the very first thing that will capture your attention is the fascinating view of the Mufumbiro ranges or the Mufumbiro mountains. The Mufumbiro mountains is a chain of 80 mountains forming a natural boundary between three countries. That is Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then Uganda. The three main mountains you see while at Imbogo Safari Lodge are there is Mountain Muhabura, there is Mountain Sabinyo, and there is Mountain Gahinga. And those mountains also derive their names from the way they look. For example, Sabinyo, if you look at it, it looks like, people here call it the old man's teeth, because it appears like the teeth of an old person. And that came into formation as a result of continuous erosion. So it now appears like the teeth of an old man. Then the Gahinga one, Gahinga simply means a pile of rocks. This verifies the mode of formation of that mountain by a pile of rocks. Even when you look around it, you will see that there are quite a number of rocks on the feet of that mountain. Then the Muhabura, if I could use a Luganda version, it is mainly Kuwabula, meaning that if you're coming in to Kisoro, you can start seeing that mountain from a far distance. So it will help you to locate that's where Kisoro is. So it's basically regarded or seen as a guiding mountain as you dive into Kisoro district.
We are currently sitting at Imbogo Safari Lodge, located in Nshora, Nyarusiza, Kisoro district. Imbogo, we started construction in November 2020. Completed our construction and furnishing of the premises early this year, and we are now ready for business. Uganda is actually endowed with very beautiful lodges, but we took a journey to make a rustic lodge, and in doing so, we chose to do handcrafted stone as the source of our material for construction. And the reason we went for that was to blend the cultural way of the way Bafumbira built, using stone from the volcanic action, and also blend it with some bit of oldish kind of architecture, whereby stones were shaped to be able to give us the kind of look that we needed for the lodge. So one of the things that really we looked at was having a rustic lodge, having a lodge made out of stone, depicting the culture way of the Bafumbira do their constructions in the past years. Yes, things have changed a bit. Some people are using blocks and others are using bricks, but the traditional way of Bafumbira doing the construction work was by stone. And that's one of the things that really stands out. And that's what actually made us take a lot of time to complete the construction, because each stone was handcrafted using labor that was sourced locally. Around 2020, I took a decision that in about 5 years, I should be retiring into something that is impactful. So, and I realized if one goes for conservation or anything around conservation, there are so many things, the ecosystem around conservation is so big. And that way, by running around that ecosystem, one would be in a position to make an impact. And we've already seen it with the impact it made by elevating the area where we did the construction. And also the amount of money people made during the construction process by supplying us various materials. For me, I have seen a lot of impact within this particular area. So we do have 4 cottages. We did decide, for reasons that are known to every businessman, we did phase out our project into 2. So phase 1 started with 4 cottages, a restaurant area, the bar area, the staff quarters, the tour guides accommodation. Then some other amenities around it, like water tanks that draw from that actually rely on rainwater. But also then phase 2 is actually going to be an additional 6 cottages that are going to be constructed now on the western end of our property, without antagonizing and affecting the operation of the existing property. So the kind of accommodation we give is really executive suites that are spacious, have got spacious bathrooms. One of the tour guides who came here to do what we call a farm trip once said that he can play football in our bathroom. So that's how spacious they are. And I think it gives us that belief in the product that we have and the product that is actually going to be there for the people. Yeah. So our lodge is easily accessible by air, 1 hour 15 minutes from either Kajasi or Entebbe. By road, it's about 9 hours from Kampala. But those 9 hours, you don't feel them because there are so many activities along the way that will make the journey look shorter. You've got various features around Lake Bunyonyi. You've got various features around Kabare, Nikigezi area. One can even punctuate it with a run off to Mburo National Park. So you tend, if you plan for it, the 9 hours actually will be shorter. But for those that would like to access it also from Rwanda, one can fly from Entebbe to Kigali, then from Kigali by road is about 3 hours to get here. So we are easily accessible from all those corners. And even if it's a foreign guest not willing to travel that long distance by road, they can also again land in Rwanda and be able to access it through our border with Rwanda at Chanika. We have two main seasons, with the highest season being around July to October. But then also we see some activity during the Christmas holidays. So those normally are a bit tight for our guests in a sense that the demand for gorilla permits is so high. But then there are some other activities that can be done during those days. However, for our Ugandan guests, the low season would be more ideal in a sense that then it is easy for them to be able to access the gorilla permits because the demand is normally not that high. Yeah, but also various lodges that during that's their slack period, so you tend to find a lot of space, and then that would really work very well for us to promote local tourism. So our model is actually very simple. You book with us in advance. Once you book with us, we get back to you and understand all your needs. Because some people are brought by tour operators, then the tour operators provide them the transport. But in an event that you'd like us to pick you up from the airport, we arrange for you transportation from the airport. If you'd like to be picked from Kigali, we can arrange for you transport from Kigali. If you'd like to be picked from Kampala, still we can be able to do that. But that's when people come directly to us as a lodge. But when they come through a tour operator, normally the tour operators do provide them those solutions. For starters, the moment you open your curtains at the front, boom, there are three beautiful views of Mount Mahabura, Mugahinga, and Savinyo. On a very good day, you can actually see Bishoke and Karisimbi. Karisimbi being the highest among all the ranges here. That said, in that same area, which we call the Virunga Massif, is home to golden monkeys. Now, from the readings I've done, golden monkeys are dominantly in the Virunga Massif. The other few, I think, were sighted either somewhere in Gabon or in Central African Republic. But it is coming to Virunga Massif, coming to Mugahinga National Park, you'll enjoy the sight and activities around the golden monkeys. We also have one family of the mountain gorillas in Mugahinga National Park. By the way, the name Imbogo comes from the fact that in that national park, they are actually buffaloes, mountain buffaloes. They are also mountain elephants. The elephants in the mountain are different from those that you find in the savannas in the sense that their tusks actually cross in front of the trunk to protect the trunk. Whereas the ones that you find in the savannas, the tusks are pointed in front. So it would actually be good. And these ones, actually, the elephants that we have here are even hairy. They've adapted themselves to the conditions within these mountains. Nearby, we've got various features. We've got a number of water bodies, Lake Mulehe, Lake Mutanda, Lake Chahafi, where you can do a lot of sports activities. But also on Lake Mutanda, we've got an island on where they used to, that is a heritage site, where they used to bury chiefs and kings. And there is a lot of activity that is being done, to preserve that place. And a number of tourists actually have spent a lot of time going there. We've got a lot of zip lining points around. Then Nkulingo, Rushaga, Ruhija are not far away from us. It's just about 1 hour drive. And also, and as you might be aware, Bwindi Impenetrable Forest is home to the largest population of mountain gorillas. So then if you can't view the mountain gorillas from Mugahinga National Park, Bwindi Impenetrable Forest is accessible from both Rushaga, Ruhija, and Nkulingo. And if you are lucky as you go to Ruhija, you might find the mountain gorillas crossing the road. But for every guest that stays with us, The charge that we ask of them, $25 goes to the community. So we've identified a project somewhere in Nkulingo that is taking care of young children, especially from the refugee population in Congolese refugee population. Then also some of those young people that are closer to the border who could not easily get access to school. We've got 2 people that serve in our kitchen area. The beauty about our lodge is our meals are tailored to our guests' needs. Before you come in, you give us your dietary requirements. We come up with a proposed menu for the number of days that you stay with us. Once you approve it, our chef will make sure that's what you get. Now, we want to continuously expand, but the expansion is actually going to include a different area, not near here, for the backpackers. I would like to call upon Ugandans to explore Uganda. Every person that comes here, especially those that are not tour operators, they love it. They go back saying they will come back. And I've seen repeat visitors coming back. Let us explore Uganda. Let us visit Kisoro. Let us enjoy the good things that God has given us. So they can reach us on www.imbogosafarilodge.com, or you can contact us on 0742 187 335, or by email at reservations at imbogosafarilodge.com. Thank you.
I'm going to walk you through one of our rooms. They are executive rooms designed by handcrafted volcanic stones, as you can see here, built with a focus on comfort, relaxation, and convenience. And as we bring in our guests, upon booking, every guest is entitled to a bottle of wine. It's like a welcoming drink. It can accommodate a couple. Those are 2 people. And maximum can be 3 people. You can see on the wall, that side of the head, you can see those baskets locally made by the people around Kisoro. That's one way we support our people here, the locals, by buying from them. And on this other side as well, you can see the baskets that have been mounted on the walls. Down here, we have a laundry basket, also locally bought from Kisoro. Above here in the cabins, you can see some drinks. These are drinks prior booked or prior requested for by the client before arrival. This side, you can see the bathrobes prepared for a couple or even single travelers. As you come in here, we have a hand wash basin. Some people call it the sink. Very functioning. The water is there. Besides, there is a towel which you can use to dry your hands, and some amenities. Down here, you can see in the basket some soaps, insect repellents. You're safe from any mosquito bites and insects of that kind. We have, just in case you don't come around with a toothbrush, we have toothbrushes in here. They also have toothpaste packed in there. You can see it is an open floor kind of bathroom, whereby we have an overhead shower here for people who are not interested or who are not friends of the bathtubs. But again, on a cold day, given the fact that Kisoro tends to have chilly temperatures, especially during the rainy season, someone may decide to go for a warm tub. With this warm tub here, you will not miss a jacuzzi. You can just come, dive in here, and relax as you enjoy the spectacular view of the Virunga volcanoes. Right there in the background, that is Mountain Sabinyo. We have free Wi-Fi in the room. As you check in, you will be given access to Wi-Fi. You can still do your business online at Imbogo, which we refer to as a home away from home. For the nature lovers, we have gardens in front of each cottage. And again, you can see that every cottage has a private garden whereby whatever happens this side, you're not inconvenienced by the other client.
I'm called Chef John Paul. I've been in an industry for the last 12 years. I've worked with different companies, mainly World Presses Africa. I've worked with Emini Pasha, which is also in Uganda. And I do different cuisines. I do African cuisine, I mean Ugandan cuisine. I do Indian cuisine, Mexican cuisine, and much more. Basically, I created this menu for this lodge basing on the foods we have here in Uganda and mainly the food that we have here in Kisoro that is very fresh and very accessible. And due to the fact that we have nearby gardens, we happen to get fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and we have the nearby supermarkets where we can easily get the things to work for my menu. For my popular dish here at Imbogo, I would say it is Imbogo beef stew and matoke. Yeah, reason being, we have accessibility of matoke here in Kisoro, very fresh, as you know, Uganda, and beef as well, which is easily got and very fresh. We have a system whereby before we cook for our customer, we tend to know their dietary needs and varieties, what they want, and from there we create a menu and we forward it to them, and therefore we'll be able to know, or they will be able to tell us what they will need, and we'll be able to still prepare it for them in time. We call upon people, guests, to come over Kisoro, to come at Imbogo Safari Lodge. We have the best services, we have the best team, we are too much welcoming. Please come and have fun and enjoy Kisoro with fresh food and everything.
Welcome to Lake Mutanda zipline. This zipline is 200 meters long. There are two cables, 200 meters, 200 meters, that make 400 meters long. So it's one of the best ziplines in the country, one of the longest zipline on water, and we are privileged to have it here on Lake Mutanda. And we welcome the team and wish you a very good experience. We also have the high ropes course. The high ropes course, the obstacle challenge, some people call it Ninja Warrior Walk, where you have to gauge your balance. You have to struggle to go through the challenges until you reach the finish point. It's one of the best exercises, and it involves sweating sometimes because you have to use a lot of balance in your body. When the wind is a lot, for example, and you're very light, for example, kids of 8 years, they may not reach the other end. They may stop in midway or almost the other way. But that is very easy. We easily pull them back and bring them to the finish line.
Paul, my name is Moses Baganizi from the Amazing Grace Boat AGB in Kisoro. Kisoro district is in the southwestern part of Uganda. Uganda is in East Africa, in Africa. So I welcome you all to be able to come and visit the Lake Mutanda. Lake Mutanda has a surface elevation of 1,792 meters, and this is a lava dammed lake. It was formed by radioactivity and geochemical reactions. Amazing Grace Boat has sunset cruises. We have different transport. We can also be able to move on the lake, just having a boat cruise. We also do have the floating restaurant where you can come with a meal and be able to enjoy with family. If you want to have a place where you want to have relaxation sessions, this is the place. We're now on Lake Mutanda. As you can see at the moment, the boat cruise has begun and we're already enjoying the serenity that I was talking about. And we're here with a few friends who are also enjoying the sunset cruise. So now we want to be able to tell you more about the boat. This boat was locally made here in Kisoro. By the way, there's something I needed to let you know that Kisoro is the pearl of Uganda, and Uganda is the pearl of Africa. So we're in the pearl of the pearl, and this boat here is the pearl of Lake Mutanda. So we're in the pearl. So also want to let you know that whenever you come here, you will have that you'll receive a friend, and we have also added in a few flowers. We have also put in a few seats that different people can come and enjoy themselves. So like you can see, it's giving pictorial.